Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be filming the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I was tagged to do this by Connor from Connor Booktube. I have no idea who created this original tag. I'm really sorry. If you know, put it down below. But I have 9 questions here. I have prepped a couple of the answers. I'm just going to jump straight in. And the first question is, a popular book or series you didn't like? And for me, that is The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern. I've seen a couple of people who don't like this book, but for the majority, everybody loves it. And I do not understand. I read that book, I was so excited to read that book, and I just thought it was boring with no plot line. She just wrote a flowery book, and like the plot line of they're fighting each other, they never really do anything of that. It's not dramatic, it's anticlimactic, it's boring. I'm not going to speak anymore because I know people love that book, but I just don't understand. I wish I loved that book because everybody who loves it seems to think it's their favourite, but it was a 1 star. I just really hated that book. I always get told off for hating it as well. I'm always like, maybe you should give it another go, and I'm not putting myself through that again. Oh no. So I know I'm going to get hate for it all the time, but sorry. Number 2 is a book or series that I love that others didn't like. I've struggled to come up with an answer for this because a lot of the books I love are also loved. I read a lot of hyped and popular books. So the only thing I could come up with was the House of Night series. Now, this is kind of like a cheaty answer because I haven't read this book in I haven't read the series in 8 years. I know it's trash, it's not a good series, but I like it. But I also think quite a few people like it, or it's not known. So I'm kind of cheating on that answer. Question number 3 is a love triangle where the person ended up with someone I don't like or an OTP I didn't like. Now for me, I'm going to go for the obvious, Twilight. Bella should not have ended up with Edward. I'm sorry. Edward kept running off. He kept being an ass. He was like, oh, I'm going to be there for you forever, Bella. I'll always look after you. Runs away. Tells her he'll never see her again for her safety. Meanwhile, Jacob, although trash in the books, we're not talking about the books. The Twilight books don't exist here, okay? In the films, he's sweet. He's lovely. Even when she pushes him away, he's still there. He's like, oh, I will look after you, Bella. I will be here for you. Edward leaves and Bella starts to lead him on again, and then Edward comes back and he's like, she's like, oh, I'm not into you anymore. That man went through it. Actually, I don't ship Bella and Jacob anymore. Forget it. I was going to say that Bella and Jacob should have been together. Nah, Jacob deserved better. That sounded like I said Bella. Better. He deserved better. Justice for Jacob, okay? Because he did not deserve what he went through. Maybe in the books, yeah, because he's trash. But not in the films, because that is all that matters. And I like the films a lot. So that is my rant on that. Question number 4 is a popular genre that you hardly ever reach for. For me, that is sci-fi. I actually have quite a few. I could have said so many, but sci-fi is probably the genre I reach for the least. I don't know what it is. I just think my brain can't comprehend. I think it's like an idiocy thing, I'm just a bit too stupid for it in the most sense. I'm reading Skyward next month as a challenge, and I just know I'm not going to understand. I'm going to be stupid, and I'm not ready for it, and that's why I don't read sci-fi. That's why I don't admit that I don't read sci-fi. It's because I'm dumb and I don't understand it. Number 5 is a popular character I didn't like, and that's Harry Potter. I don't like Harry Potter. Not the series, love the series. I think Harry is a pain in the ass. I think that he's one of those people that, for a start, he's the chosen one, which is a trope I really hate. But he's just so frustrating. He does everything he shouldn't do all of the time. He feels like he has to be the one to do things. And I'm like, hun, if you accepted help once in a while instead of fighting it off, you'd actually probably have sorted out the issue a lot sooner. Spoiler for Harry Potter if you haven't read it. But at the end, obviously, they defeat Voldemort. And it's him not on his own, because obviously there's the army and they all come together. But technically, he keeps surviving it. And I'm like, I don't like it. I really kind of wish that Harry had died at the end. I think it would have made a great end to the series. Dark, yes. But realistic, yes. Meaningful, also yes. I just think it could have been done that way and it would have been more impactful, and I said what I said. Number 6 is an author I can't get into. I struggled with this question because I wouldn't say there's any authors I can't get into. There's a lot of authors I don't like their writing style, but I stopped reading then. I didn't try and carry on. Apart from Leigh Bardugo, who I'm saying that like I haven't only read 2 of her books, and that was The Six of Crows and The Crooked Kingdom, which I enjoyed. I gave a 4 and a 3 star. But it is her writing style that caused me not to like the 4 and the 3 star. It's hard. Next month I want to read Ninth House, so I'm going to have another opportunity to try and get into it. But I wasn't a fan of her writing style. I haven't heard great things about the Shadow and Bone trilogy, so I don't think I'm even going to try. But she was the best I could come up with that was remotely an answer to that question. I may love the writing in Ninth House, and in which case this is a completely irrelevant answer. But for the most part, I'd say Leigh Bardugo. Number 7 is a popular book trope I am tired of seeing. And I've already mentioned this. I literally mentioned this in the Harry Potter question. And that is the chosen one protagonist. If I see a book about the chosen one, I tend to put it down. I am over it. It is overused. It's just unrealistic. What I would rather is a bunch of friends come together to defeat the evil. Like, instead of having the chosen one and then side character friends who put in just as much work but don't seem to get half of the credit, aka Ron and Hermione. It's just something that I'm really over, and I think that we could be doing better at this point. Number 8 is a popular book series I have no interest in reading, and for this I wrote Percy Jackson. I've been recommended it a couple of times, but not that often. But I think it's one of those series that you have to read when you're younger to feel that nostalgic feeling to like now. I don't think if I read it now at 22, I would enjoy it as much as I would if I had read it as I was young and then read again now. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I would love it, but I don't think I'm ever going to read it. It's just not for me, I don't think. And the last question is, the book is always better than the movie. What film adaptation goes against this? I said Twilight, because as I've mentioned already in this video, because I seem to be repeating myself, the books don't exist here. This channel, we're not going to talk about the books. Might reread them one day, but until that point they don't exist. The films are good. The books are problematic. The films, good. I don't even remember half of the books. Like, you know what, like you watch a film and then you read the book and there's like a lot more information in the book and you take it all in, like the Hunger Games. I don't even remember anything additional being in the Twilight books. I remember being what it was in the films. So I just don't think the books are necessary. I think you can get the exact same story and the exact same level of quality, if not more, by watching the films, which they're trash as well. Like, let's be honest, they're not ideal. But I do enjoy a good Twilight binge on the regular. So that is all for this tag. I hope it comes out okay. I hope I don't get hate. I'm sorry. Well, I started it with saying I hate the Night Circus, so there's bound to be some hate in this video. If you want to do this tag, I tag you, but I have got some specific tags as well. Don't feel like you have to do this if I've tagged you and you don't want to. It's up to you. But I tagged Jade from Paperback to Hardback, Claire from Books with Claire, and Tracy from Tracy's Books. If you want to do this, I also tag you. I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your answers down below if you don't want to make a video. I would love to hear what you have to say. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.